What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Black Sheep Family and Autism. My name is Nicole. If you're new here, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, be down to gang. You did not dab on it. This video is in collaboration with my hubby.
What's happening? It's your boy Jay from Jay's Place TV. Get on over there. I'm waiting on you.
Link will be down in the description.
Yeah.
So today's video is basically going to be about tattoos. So if you don't want to watch nothing about tattoos, click off. Like, it's simple. Don't be in my comments talking all your little stuff. You can just click off. It's free. So as y'all see, I got my first tattoo ever. But we're going to start with the professional. So I got a few questions that I might ask them out of my handy dandy notebook. Okay.
What we got? She got to get there, y'all.
What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was J, which was symbolic to my son at the time.
You got J for, and then you just. So why did you get it so small? Like, was you scared that it was gonna hurt, or like what?
Nah, I got it small. I guess it was the fact that I thought it was gonna hurt because it was the very first one. And then I went back and got his actual name, Jalen, under there a little bigger. See the difference? That's after I knew that, yeah, well, it don't hurt.
So your first tattoo was J, then the second one, because J really could go for either Jalen or J.
Yeah, it could have went for either. That's why I just was like, J. I'm gonna just do J.
And then, so how many tattoos do you have?
I got 1, 2, 3.
You know you got a lot when you have to count them yourself.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's it.
Yep.
So why I feel like you have more tattoos than that?
I'm about to. I'm just saying.
So I got my first tattoo, and I actually went by myself because I thought I was gonna be scared, and I thought it was gonna hurt.
Basically, I gotta go by myself.
Nah, I didn't plan on going by myself, but I didn't have nobody go with me, so I just kind of had to thug it out. And plus, it was a surprise because y'all do know. Well, if you don't know, now you know that on the 17th will be our 1-year anniversary.
What?
We've been together 7 or 8 years.
I think it's right at 7. I'm going into 8. I think it's going into 8.
So when I show y'all my tattoo, just know this wasn't a tattoo that I had planned on getting first, but I have a whole nother, like, I more than likely will get a whole sleeve, but I had like a whole idea on how I want to incorporate like my whole family in there, but clearly he's family. So I'm gonna show y'all what I got, and it's my first tattoo, so it's small. So don't come for me in the comments like that's so loud. Yeah, I see it. I'm gonna be petty, y'all. Yeah, I see what they say. I think that's back far enough again.
Boom.
So my first tattoo was in red ink, and it's his name. I got it on my collarbone because I think well, not exactly on my collarbone because that shit hurt. But I got it right up under my collarbone because I wanted it to be seen. And I like the spot anyway. I just never knew what I would put right there. I think this close to your boobs and stuff like that, like it wouldn't have went for like my mama name, my uncle name, my kids' names. I hate when people get their kids and they be on their breast and they be like, but so I like the little collarbone area right here for your name. Because I was either gonna put it here or on my wrist. But I think my wrist's so small that you probably wouldn't even see it. Or when I get old, it's just gonna look like a bunch of bull.
So now that you got the shock out the way, you got plans already to go back?
Yep.
I told y'all it's that fever, man. Once I got them, this one is the worst one. The one here. Let me see if I can get that up there. See that? That's the worst one.
What do it even say?
Psalms. With the cross in it. But that one was
this the only one that I can't read.
Yeah, that one was freelance with a dude with a stick pen and some ink. Not just a dude, but an essay.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my Hispanic partners at the time. So, needless to say, when I do my cover-ups, I'm gonna have to get all of that covered up.
You gonna cover about it?
I'm covering up everything. Hot Boy is this one right here. Around that time in my life, I was
A hot boy.
yeah, I was definitely out there.
Y'all remember that song? Is that high? What? Maybe not even sing because I ain't trying to copyright it. I don't know if that's true or not, so I ain't trying to figure out the hard way.
Yeah, I earned that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the 220, you know, second to none, you know what I mean? So I was feeling myself when I got that. And then the J and the Jalen. And really, I got 9 tattoos because I covered this one up. I got like a nice little cover up in there. Let me see if y'all can see that. Y'all see that? Y'all see where the name was at one point in time in life? And now it's at the bottom of praying hands and crosses. Lord help me.
You stupid.
So, yeah.
Did your cover up hurt?
Nah, I really didn't.
Yeah, so like what tattoo was like tender to you? Because the whole James wasn't tender at all. It just was the J because it was getting close to my collarbone.
The one on my wrist. One on my wrist. That one hurt it when it got around the bone here. When it got around the bone here, that was the most tender spot. That and the D. So on both outer edges of my wrist.
Hurt.
That was the most tender one. Even the one on my neck didn't hurt. It was just like, bzzz, okay, done.
And that's how I felt with me with this first one. It felt like I don't know, when people make it seem like, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all how it was described to me with tattoos. People sit here and say, well, it's for one, it's a needle, and you be like, ah, shoot. And then they be like, and they take a needle and they stick you. So I'm thinking it's like a jail tattoo. But like people say it like it's a jail tattoo. Like, no, like when he got into the J, you can clearly feel that it's like a needle or something cutting in your skin. But the rest of them, you feel like they cut in nothing. Like the rest of it, I just was like,
it was real tingly.
No, it felt like nothing. Like it didn't hurt at all. And like, but where the J, where his bone was at, like I could feel him going back and outlining the J and going back and outlining the J. And like, to me, it don't look like James, but Bay like it look like James. Yeah.
Of course, y'all know how that first tattoo thing go. It don't never look like what you thought it was gonna look like, or it never. You don't see the detail that other people see. So I had to take a picture and show Bay. Like, no, Bay, look at it.
Yeah, I was looking in the mirror. I was like, Bay, it looked like the James is all mushed together. All I see is the J.
Yeah.
Ames is all mushed together.
But I like it. It shows her well on her skin complexion. That's what a lot of people don't really understand. Like my complexion, see how we just a little, you know,
a shade darker.
Yeah, it's I'm probably a couple. I'm Akon, you know.
People ain't Akon, Black J. Shut up.
But color tattoos on me don't show up as well as they do on Bay.
And he got that tattoo on his wrist is actually my name, and it's in red ink too. But y'all can clearly see the difference between his red ink and my red ink.
Yeah. So with that being said, like my color was still pop in my tattoo, but I probably would have to go back and get it shaded some more for it to pop.
To me, it looked like, y'all know how the Q dogs be having those little brass burns or whatever it's called.
Brands.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me, a brand. You kind of, well, the Q dogs brands are still darker because it would be like flesh, but it kind of looked like a brand. It don't look like red ink to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get them to put some more of the same red ink or a brighter red ink on it next time I go up there, because they can't do that, you know what I mean? But
and we got tattooed by the same person too, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, my name and his name was about the same person. I don't know who he went to.
The same. Oh yeah, before that, I don't.
You just went to the same shop.
Yeah, I went to the same shop. Got all my tattoos except for this one and this one. Those was done inside somebody's crib. Couple Coronas on their table.
Y'all know y'all not supposed to drink when you get tattoos.
I wasn't drinking.
Oh.
I was just around the Hispanics. You know what I mean? My Hispanic partners were True to Roots. Yeah, that was Corona all day long.
And did they do yours with a stick pin?
This one was a stick pin, but this one was an actual tattoo gun.
Yeah.
And he actually went through some of their stuff and got some of that lettering and stuff like that and put in there. So, you know, people with tattoos, listen, first of all, if you're going to start getting tattoos, make sure you remember that they are forever. The good and the bad.
Well, the good thing is they forever, but you can always cover it up.
Yeah, you can. Now you can do that. So if you have a little stupid moment, or you just was living a certain lifestyle, and then you got older and you still like tattoos, you're gonna be like me. You're gonna be covering up mistakes. You're gonna be covering up, you know, you're gonna be trying to cover up bad times or times in your life that ain't so memorable.
Yeah.
So just remember that when you start getting tattoos, not saying that every one of them is going to just mean the world to you, but decide which ones you want to look in the mirror and deal with. Because no matter which tattoo you get covered up, the moment I got mine covered up, the moment I uncovered it, stopped putting the grease on it and it healed, the moment I looked at it, I still saw what that name was.
Yeah.
And so it's no matter what the outside world sees, when you look in that mirror at that tattoo that you got covered up, unless you got really, really good cover up,
yeah,
you're still going to be able to partially see.
Some tattoos, like, I be looking at cover-ups and I be like, because you know they show you before and after because they be proud of their work, and I'll be like,
you can still see that.
No, some of them, yeah, but a lot of them it be like, nigga, I never even would have thought or knew that was there at first.
Yeah,
like but like that stupid stuff where they just cross out the name, like clearly somebody gonna see that.
Just, you know, that's my little adult tip. You know what I mean? And when I say adult, I mean like growing up in life, looking back at these two tattoos in particular. It's like, man, them tattoos got some. They had fun memories back then.
Yeah.
Now it's like, man, dang, dude, that was wild. You know what I mean? So I want to get this side of my arm. I mean, this arm, my right arm is gonna be my military, trucking, fishing. It's gonna be my hobby arm, so to say, and my wall of plaques and stuff like that.
Yeah, Bay told me that he think that when you get somebody's face on you, it symbolize death.
Or
something like that.
But
talk. I kind of was showing him like Nicki Minaj and Rihanna and like people that just love those folks. They like get their face tatted on them.
And you know that
Safari got Nicki Minaj's face twice. She's still here.
It's a real different time in the world because I'm an '80s baby. So when you see somebody with a tattooed face on them that wasn't a baby, it kind of was like, dang, man, sorry for your loss. Immediately, you know what I mean? Because it was like, man, my homeboy so-and-so died. I got you with me forever. Like, it was that era. So now that people are like, oh, my God, that's a celebrity. Let me get Megan Good and Gabrielle Union. And I'm like, like, no, that is not cool. Not to me as an 80s baby. But, you know, to modern day, everything's okay with everybody's stuff. You know, I think they dope as hell, don't get me wrong, but I just wouldn't want nobody putting my face while I'm breathing on them, because in my era, that was like, you headed to the casket. And so was names, though, but you see, I got her name, I got a couple other names, you know what I mean? So it's like, back then, it was like, hey, man, look, you get somebody's name on you, y'all gonna break up. Show us shit's thing, y'all gonna break up. And it would always happen that way. But knowing what I know about energy, a lot of them folks were casting that shit on y'all relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, then once you subconsciously tell somebody.
I think when people get tattoos, like me, it took a whole, like, any tattoo that I get on me is for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't, like, I thank God that I never got my oldest kid's dad name on me.
Yeah.
I had thought about it, but I never did it. But, like, you not just my boy's dad, but you still my husband. So whether we divorce or not, like, you still is my first husband. So it's still gonna be symbolical to me. And you're still like my youngest two kids' dad.
Mm-hmm.
We get along and co-parent just fine. We have done it before. So it's not gonna be like I'm looking at that and be like, man, we've been together 7-8 years. So dude, we knocking on a decade. So wow, like, nah. It's still gonna be there, like, whether we break up or not. Like, that's the whole thing. And, like, the only reason why I haven't got, like, my mom and all this stuff on me, because I was gonna put my mom name right here, like, on my neck. I might still do that. I don't know. But, like, I have a whole mural that I want to put down my arm. So it's just gonna be like everything's gonna be for a reason, or everything's gonna kind of fit within
bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's dope when you can look at somebody's tattoos and it kind of tell you a story about them without telling you a story about them.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope, you know. But you know, subconsciously, when you start getting, or when you start hearing that, you know, if you get this name, y'all gonna break up. You start, you know, when you start in your mind thinking that.
Now, tongue is a powerful thing, and
Yeah,
you start saying that and believing in it. Yep.
Yeah. First, you get insecure, and then that insecurity caused the argument that throws y'all relationship in the whirlwind. So, like I say, you know, think about the tattoos that you get, and I can only say that because I got 2 foolish ones. Well, really, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 foolish ones. So
that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, which tattoo do you regret now? Like
the most?
Yeah.
My son, mama name, even though it's covered up.
Duh, I'm talking about the ones that you can still see.
The ones that I can still see.
I knew it was that one because you made sure you covered that one up. Like if you ain't did nothing else, you made sure you covered that one up.
I started to peel my skin at that, but you know, the one that I regret the most,
like present day.
Present day, I had to be the Psalms tattoo. Psalms and Hot Boy, they go hand in hand, but this one was fun and this one was not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This one has the worst memories to it. And this one is like right there behind it. I regret getting the first J because I wanted it initially like this.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
In my mind, it looked that big because it was my first tattoo. Right?
Yeah.
Let me make sure y'all see that. Initially in my mind, it was going to come out that big. So when he put it on me, because they traced it on a stencil piece of paper, then they transfer it to your skin.
Yeah.
So when I
like, oh yeah, y'all got a video or a clip that I probably will put in here. I got to figure out how to do that, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So when I seen it as a first tattoo, I'm like, ooh, that's going to be dope. You know, and they pull your skin open like that, and then they attach you. So when they let that go, that big in your mind, because it's the first one, it's scary and all of that. So when they let it go and it was little, I was like, man, I can't fix that. Tattoo's permanent, bro. Now I got to get that covered up eventually. And I just never got it covered up. But size-wise...
And that was the first thing I said. I probably should have went bigger since I just did James.
Yeah. Size-wise, you know, I regret the J for size-wise. Just, you know, me not knowing no better.
Yeah.
But these two I knew damn well better. And I still got them on me. So they got to be the first two that got
I guess.
That's why I'm getting that Alabama right here. Y'all, I'm nervous though about that Alabama because that motherfucker gonna cover. I wanted to cover like the whole shit, like all of that. What other questions you got?
Trying to say what I was gonna say on camera.
She always talking shit, y'all.
But people change up on you when what they say the red light special.
Yeah, I see this.
Anyway.
What you got?
I don't know what other tattoos I want to get though. Like, what do you want besides Alabama on your neck? And I thought you didn't want Alabama on your neck. I thought you wanted it on your...
I was going to get it on my forearm, but I think it'll be a lot better since people always have a tendency to be in my business. I think that it should be right there. So when you look at me, you see what it is with me already. Turtleneck, hoodies, and all of that, you can still see that. Because if I get it here, then it's gonna stop my sleeve that I want.
Yeah, don't you want a sleeve on both sides though?
Yeah, but I think.
But I thought you was gonna put it on a different arm, like your right arm, the Alabama, the trucking, and all the other stuff.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but when it comes down to it, it's like, hell, I like the Saints, I like the Vikings. I ain't gonna have room for all the different teams, you know what I mean? So I want that motherfucker like right here, the circle, and I might get roll tide on this side, so it just kind of all go together. I don't know.
I guess.
I gotta figure out where I want everything, because I know the images I want, I just don't know where I want to place them. And once you start getting a lot of tattoos, you start being like, okay, I'm looking at a half a sleeve. A half a sleeve to me, I could probably function because it's only that much to work with.
Yeah.
So you can put certain stuff in certain places. Yeah. But when I'm trying to get it from my shoulder down.
Yeah, but that's what I would just do. Like, yeah, I plan on getting this whole sleeve done, but I would do a sleeve here and then a sleeve, and if I go back in with a sleeve and shit like that, that's what I do. Ooh. Like the whole arm would be like a whole mural and tell a story, but I don't know if I want to go to the person that I went to for that, because I plan on putting, you know, doing a whole portrait on my arm, but I won't, I'm gonna add the names in there later, like all my kids, my uncle name. I thought about getting my uncle name right here, but I don't know because they think he my nigga. So I thought about getting my son name right here.
Yeah.
My oldest son name right here, and get Crystal name right here, and Jaxon and Julian and something like that, like inside the clouds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. When you going to get one specific tattoo, it's like, oh yeah, I know what I want. But when you have your mind fixed on how many, because looking at your arm, it seems like it's gonna take a lot to cover it.
Yeah, it ain't.
It really don't.
Because I seen a stencil of a tattoo with all that stuff on it. I was just like, that's actually dope. Yeah,
and everything is compressed. So what I don't want is to start off with all my tight shit and then get to my elbow and be like, I don't know what else I want way down here.
Yeah.
So that's why
I know what else I put way down here. Like if it all came together in here, I know that I just put like flowers or something like that, like roses and
kind of
something
extend
big.
that.
Yeah, because I already know what type of look I want. So
yeah, see, with me it'd be totally different, because if he used all my ideas from here to here, I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do from here on down?
So I guess yeah, also, like, I was worried about color showing up on my skin tone. The tattoo artist told me I was light skin.
I've been telling you.
Jaxon is light skin. Carter and Crystal's light skin. I'm brown skin.
Peanut butter.
He's chocolate.
Akon.
He not that black.
I'm close.
But,
I can be AK without the O in you. Yeah. What I will tell you is, like she said, bony areas, elbows.
I wouldn't want to get a tattoo on my elbow anyway. Like, do you think it's unprofessional to have so many tattoos? I think at a point it do get unprofessional. It depends on what type of work you're doing. If you're doing hair, if you're doing tattoos, if you're driving trucks, it's not gonna matter. But once you get into like the corporate world,
yeah. See, oh shit, those are two different beasts. If you're in the corporate world, you know, I've seen people with sleeves that match their skin complexion. And so they still wear their little business shirts and then the little thin shirts under to cover up their tattoos.
I was gonna say, I see people actually having to cover it, like wear long sleeves in the summer because they got tattoos.
Yeah.
And but I also think jobs like Walmart, Target, Dollar General, like come on, y'all shouldn't be having them covering up their tattoos, because come on, it ain't like they making $40,000-$60,000 a year. Like,
well, I mean, you know, that's one of them things.
Stop
like, to each his own. But the way, or the times that I feel like tattoos are a bit much is when you can't see nothing original about their skin.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I want my sleeves and stuff like that, but as far as transferring to my chest and then transferring to my ribs and my back, that's too much for me.
Yeah, I want the stuff that people can see too.
I still want to at least know I was born black without just looking at my face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even some people now.
And I think them face tattoos are stupid. Like, y'all will never see me with a face tattoo or a sideburn tattoo or none of that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's, the tattoo game is very different.
I'm not getting a tramp stamp either. Like, that's for it.
Yeah, the tattoo game is very, very, very different. Like, back in the day, 2 tattoos, people was through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We kept it real simple. Nowadays, it's like the more artwork on your body, the more artistic you are. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you have to have a vision to make all of your body kind of go to one big picture. Hey, if it works for you, that's cool. But most times, most people still at least have some part of their body that's normal. So I think I could have a lot of tattoos, but I don't think I want a full body sleeve.
I don't know. Yeah, this video getting long, so I'm going to wrap it up unless you got something that you want to put in there about tattoos.
Yeah. The typical color that people always get to start off, if y'all just wondering, is more or less like green. It's like a hunter green. And that's what each one of these tattoos are.
Y'all know
If
that
you
I thought they
notice.
were black. I always thought they were black, and you just, as time went, I thought people tattoos just lighten up. That's what I thought.
I can't even get this 220 in there. There you go. All of this is green. 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 This is the only tattoo on my body that's a different color. Like she said, you know, it's...
It kind of look red there. It just...
You gotta be in the light. Yeah.
In person, it just looked like a brand to me. But, is it?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I think